On the economic effects of the floods, we're joined by Alexander Schumann, Chief Economist at the Association of German Chambers of Commerce and Industry, the DIHK. Welcome along.
Hello.
First of all, some of the damage estimates that are going around at the moment. What figures are you hearing?
We are looking on the dramatic pictures from the flood areas. This is also true for the enterprises. All kinds of enterprises of economic activity is affected. And we now know that it's again a 100 years flood. And it's to estimate that also the damages will be at the same level than it was 11 years before. So it was a high billion euro amount. And this is what we expect also for this flood.
So an estimate around 11 billion euros, something like that?
This was the number 2002. And comparing to the damages we see at the moment, it's still unclear in the areas. But what we can assess at the moment, it's the level we can reach also this time.
But if you compare that 11 billion euro amount or estimate to what the government's pledging in emergency aid of 100 million euros, is there a disconnect there?
Yeah, there's still a huge difference between the amounts, but this is okay because at the moment what the people need in the flood areas, also the enterprises, is a rapid aid, and these amounts, these million euro amounts, are for these rapid aid, and then step by step, if situation becomes clearer, they have to put more into the aid, and this will happen. It happened 2002, and this will happen also this time.
And we're talking the whole slather here: businesses, farmers, factory owners.
Yeah, the number you mentioned is for the overall picture or infrastructure. Also, the damages for the environment. We have to. It was necessary to flood areas to alleviate the situation, and this will also to be included in the damage amount.
Now, we saw in the report that premiums for the insurance companies, or flood insurance premiums rather, are going to rise sharply. How is this flooding going to affect the insurance companies and the reinsurance companies themselves?
This phenomenon became worse since the last 100 years flood, 2002. Since then, premiums for the insurances have become more expensive, and now we have to think about to bear the burden on more shoulders than normally done.
Also, industry associations say that the floods may impede growth for the German economy for a short time, but they haven't changed their growth forecasts for the year as a whole. Why do you think that is?
This is also our scenario. We expect still a good 0.5 GDP growth for the second quarter because the flood is not an overall German phenomenon. And for the rest of the year, or for the year as a whole, 0.3% GDP growth, a slight plus, but more due to the euro debt crisis than to the flood.
And is that also because you're factoring in a bit of a boom?
This could happen. That happened 2002, especially for the construction industry. Differently to 2002, now construction industry is at the edge of capacities. So first they have to build up capacities, and then they could deal with the jobs in the flood areas.
Okay, so lots of challenges ahead.
Yeah, of course.
Mr. Schumann, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.